I know this will get buried, but I love these threads and I haven't submitted this story before. My best friend in middle school and early high school bonded with me a good bit over anything morbid or supernatural. We were into reading about serial killers, ghosts, and so on. He is a lot more seriously and intellectually interested in supernatural stuff, I think, whereas I mostly just get scared thinking about it even though I like it. Anyway, one evening when I was in 7th or 8th grade, we were walking around and exploring this big cemetery that is right on the edge of my hometown's downtown area. I live in the southeast, and there are a lot of Civil War burials in that place, but it goes even further back. In one lot there are really worn-down tombstones that date back to pre-Revolutionary War times. The entire place is huge, and it's placed on a hill with lots of above-ground mausoleums, so you can barely see one end from the other. It's like a graveyard city. We were there with another friend, maybe two, I can't remember, basically acting like idiots. We were walking along the little retaining wall boundaries of tombs and making jokes about names on tombstones. At one point I remember taking out my shitty flip phone to take a picture of a name on a tombstone, I think might have been, weed, or something. It was so long ago I can't remember the specific comment, but I do remember pretty vividly having a conversation, semi-jokingly, about how we were going to be in trouble with the dead for all the fun we were having at their expense. Something along those lines. I have no idea what we did the rest of the night, but I do know that we went back to our respective houses and I don't think I really even thought about the cemetery after leaving. The next morning, I woke up around 10 a.m. and looked at my phone. I used to charge it in another room because I hadn't started using it as an alarm or anything. I wish I remembered the exact numbers, but I had notification on the outer screen that I had missed something like 350 calls, all from the friend I had been with the night before. I opened the phone, and there were even more missed calls on the log. I think it was well over 600 total. In addition, I had something like 40 voicemails, and the ones I listened to were just clicks and electronic sounding noises. Each message only lasted about half a second, and none of them had any voice or identifiable sounds, just clicks. Additionally, the calls were spaced out in a crazy, irregular way. There would be 3 to 4 calls missed in 1 minute, then a 20-minute gap, then 10 more calls, then a 5-minute gap, then 8 more calls. Just no discernible pattern whatsoever. They took place from before midnight to around 8 in the morning. My first instinct was that the friend had played a trick on me, but I called him and he swore up and down that he had no idea what happened. I think most of the calls happened while he had been asleep as well. He did have a record of calls being made from his phone to mine, but the numbers didn't match the calls I received at all. For a while I suspected him of planning some really elaborate prank, but I really doubt anyone would have the patience to stay up all night making phone calls, and the times the calls were placed actually seemed too random to be done by an individual, in my opinion. This was before smartphones or any kind of widespread apps, so I don't think there's any way he could have set up an automatic call. I remember thinking that me taking a picture of the tombstone was some kind of important part of the puzzle, like that had been the turning point that angered the spirits, or something, but I really have no idea. Either way, it stuck with me. Played around in a cemetery with my friend. Our phones mysteriously linked that night while we were both sleeping.